I think it's really worth thinking now, even on my timelines of like 5 to 10 years away, that isn't a lot of time before this comes.
How big do you think is the risk of a popular backlash against AI that will somehow kind of cause governments to do what, from your perspective, might be stupid things? Because I'm just thinking back to the era of, you know, globalization in the 1990s when there was indeed some displacement of jobs. Governments didn't do enough. The public backlash was such that we've ended up sort of where we are now. Do you think that there is a risk that there will be a growing antipathy towards what you are doing and your companies in the kind of body politic?
I think there's definitely a risk. I think that's kind of reasonable. There's fear and there's worries about these things like jobs and livelihoods. I think there's a couple of things that, I mean, it's going to be very complicated the next few years, I think, geopolitically, but also the various factors here. Like, we want to, and we're trying to do this with AlphaFold and our science work and Isomorphic, our spin-out companies, solve all disease, cure diseases, come up with new energy sources. I think as a society, it's clear we'd want that. I think maybe the balance of what the industry is doing is not enough balance towards those types of activities. I think we should have a lot more examples. I know Dario agrees with me, of like AlphaFold-like things that help sort of unequivocal good in the world. And I think actually it's incumbent on the industry and all of us leading players to show that more, demonstrate that, not just talk about it, but demonstrate that. But then it's going to come with these other attendant disruptions. But I think the other issue is the geopolitical competition. There's obviously competition between the companies, but also US and China primarily. So unless there's an international cooperation or understanding around this, which I think would be good actually in terms of things like minimum safety standards for deployment, I think Dario would agree on that as well. I think it's vitally needed. This technology is going to be cross-border. It's going to affect everyone. It's going to affect all of humanity. Actually, Contact is one of my favorite films as well. So funnily enough, I didn't realize it was yours too, Dario. But I think, you know, those kind of things need to be worked through. And if we can, maybe it would be good to have a bit of a slightly slower pace than we're currently predicting, even my timelines, so that we can get this right societally. But that would require some coordination that is...
I prefer your timelines.
Yes. I think it would be better for many reasons.
That I'll concede.